has ever created. It's one of the most powerful, and what's really cool about this fan, it tilts in all different directions. It will tilt up and down. It will tilt left to right. It is whisper quiet. It's got 4 speeds. It's got a remote control. You can adjust the speed. You can adjust a timer. You can even sort of fall asleep to the fan and have it automatically turn off 2 or 4 or 6 hours later. And it also has great impressive power. I mean, it will fully cool a room. How do we stay cool this summer? We need to move the air. We want to bring the outdoor breeze inside. We've got a great value for you today. It's $69.99. We have free shipping and handling. We also have some really great colors. So let's talk you through the colors. We have sage, which is that beautiful kind of spa green that you see here. Notice how we've tilted it up. So if you want to get the air up high, if you want to move the heated air toward the top of the room, do that. Here's the red, a great nice bright red. Maybe you're working from home, you're sitting outside on a covered porch, a back deck, a 3-season room, you're in the kitchen, it's really hot with the oven on, that'll cool you down. We've got the gray, and we're calling that one graphite if you want the gray color. Also available for you in the all white. So look at this. They go from side to side, and then they also create these amazing movements. You won't find that in a lot of fans out there. In fact, this has all rave reviews. It's a big customer pick. We know you love it. It's 811-888 if you want to lock that in as quickly as possible. We cannot keep our fans in stock, and I'll tell you why. It's not going to get any cooler out there. One of the hottest summers on record. Let's bring in our special guest. We have Vonabelle Sherman standing by to tell us all about LivePure, one of our #1 fan brands at HSN. Great to see you, Vonabelle.
Thank you. Good to see you, too. I had fun watching you eat all that ice cream.
I had fun eating it.
Sleep well tonight. Good. Well, but you know what goes great with a nice, cool ice cream is a nice, cool fan. So here now you have to great a LivePure fan with your Ninja Creamy, and you will be having a wonderful summer. So here we have LivePure's most powerful fan. And if you notice, I'm trying to follow this around because this not only goes up and down, but also left and right. So if it's going the up and down, that vertical, it's 83 degrees in its turning, and then 75 degrees in the other direction. You don't see that many fans that do both. Sometimes they'll do one, but not both together. That doing both, the vertical and the horizontal, is what's giving this so unique head. It almost looks like a robot as it goes around. Now, if you start up where the red one is, the red one is in one position because you can choose to stop it in any position where it brings you the most comfort. So I actually have that facing a little bit off to my.
Yeah, and you know what I was just noticed, which is really cool, it can oscillate left to right and go up and down at the same time. Notice how it's turning, like this red one, it's turning from side to side. But also watch how this top section starts to go up and down as well. That's what's really cool about this. I mean, you can really customize the direction of the fan, whether you need to cool a room fast, whether there's one area of the home that you spend more time in. Maybe it's just your seated area in front of the television. Maybe you're in the kitchen. Maybe you've got a home office. Maybe it's on the 3rd floor of an old home. Vonabelle, I had an older home for many years. It seemed like the air conditioning never got upstairs.
Yeah, and for some people, they don't have air conditioning. You might be in an apartment in Manhattan and you don't have air conditioning or central air conditioning. Having a powerful fan is really important. And this one is LivePure's most.
Yeah, one of their most powerful fans. We'll get a new connection with Vonabelle, but that's really impressive. There's not a lot of fans that are this powerful. In fact, it's a great brand to try here at HSN. And I want you to see the design because all the blades are inside. So you have this nice protective cover here. It's all protected around the sides. I'll give you the dimensions. It's nearly 13 inches high, and it's about 8 inches front to back. So it's like a nice little kind of box shape. and it's about a dinner plate size on the bottom. So I like that if you have room for a dinner plate, you have room for this fan. I also love, it's not too big if you want to put it up at a tabletop level, a countertop level. Put it on your bureau and have it blow over you as you get ready for bed at night. You can even put it on the timer if you know you need the fan for the first 2 hours to fall asleep, but maybe you don't want the fan running all night long. You can put it on the timer to turn off in 2 hours. All the buttons are right here, and it's really, really easy to see. In fact, I'll come around and show you. And remember, you don't have to get up out of bed to change the settings because you have a remote control. So you have the power, you've got oscillate left to right, you've got oscillate up and down, you've got the fan speed, low, medium, high, and turbo. There's your timer, 2, 4, or 8 hours. And then you can even adjust whether or not you want the display lights on or off. It is whisper quiet, and I think you're gonna love it. So let me check colors. The last time I was on with Vonabell, all of our LivePure fans sold out very quickly. So Sage is the most limited. We've got 400 left in the Sage. It's a great price. It's a great fan. Rave reviews. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to go online and read some of the reviews because people were really, really impressed. They loved that you could aim the air up or down. They loved that you could aim the air right and left, and they loved the power of it. It's a lot of fan in a very small space. So I love what you're getting today. Here's the red, also available for you in this great graphite color. And then we have it in white. You know, white would be great for a kitchen, a laundry room, a bathroom. Maybe you have sort of a modern work and home office area. There are areas where we're stuck at home, and maybe it's not the best area for that airflow. Or maybe you're in an addition that gets really hot. Or maybe you're in a second story that never quite gets the AC, or maybe you don't have air conditioning. In fact, I know every kid who's going to college this summer, do you know a lot of the dorms do not have air conditioning? That's because a lot of the college campuses were built decades ago. They're not fitted for air conditioning. On almost every new student application for their dorms, it says bring your own fan. This is the perfect size for a dorm room. Maybe you're in a camper. Maybe you're in a cottage or a cabin or that little summer place by the lake where there isn't any air conditioning. It's a great solution for you. 811-888 is your item number. You can see some of the power here in our studios, and you can also see what you probably used to have, right? Remember these, the old clunkers? The old rat-a-check, check, 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 click, 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 check, 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 like the kind of sound that would like drive you crazy at night. And you're like, oh my God, how do I sleep? You want a fan that is whisper quiet. You don't have to set this up. You don't have to take up floor space. Remember these? You try to put them in your window, and then you can't look out the window. You can't open and shut your window. Just really an eyesore. Some of those other ones, you can only aim at your feet. This is a great solution. So, Vonabell, are you ready? Let's see if Vonabell is there. She's still working on her setup. Okay, so here's what I love. A great space, a great size, lots of power. Vonabell, this is like the perfect fan all around.
Yeah, this is a winner because it is the most powerful and it is the most versatile. And the moment you take this out of the box, you're going to be happy. Why? Because I usually struggle when I have something that I want to plug in, and then I go, wow, that cord is short. It could be 5 feet, it could be 6 feet, but guess what? This cord is 7.5 feet. So it will reach easily over to your bed or behind the nightstand. And if you're putting this on a nightstand, what you'll like is sometimes your nightstand doesn't match your bed. And so it's not in the right position. You have to stack books under it. Well, with this, because of the oscillation in an upward motion and a sideward motion, this can meet your skin and cool you off. And that's what you want. You're looking for an incredible breeze that meets your skin and cools you down. About 8 feet away. And because it is so powerful and you can be away from it, we knew we had to give you a remote. All the features that are on the remote are also on the front of the unit, but also as you're going through and choosing your settings, you have the option to shut off the panel light. So if you like a dark room at night, you can have a dark room because you can shut off the display lights on the front. And it has a timer. So if you like a breeze just to get to sleep, but you don't want it during the night, you can set that timer to 4, 8 hours. That's totally your choice. But this one is LivePure's most powerful, most versatile fan, but it also matches your decor, and I really like that. Let's say you already have one of the LivePure products in a red, in a sage, in a white, in a gray. You can match your decor and have them in coordinating colors. So now your appliances match, and it's like a seamless decor, and I really appreciate that, and I know you will as well. So this works like a little robot going up and down and left and right. So there's not that many fans that do both directions, delivering that cool breeze to you. And then you can choose where you want it to be set. Like on this red one, if you notice it's not moving, but I have it set over to the right, you can do that. And then if you see the sage, I have it going in both oscillation directions. So it's going up and down and left and right. So it's like a robot head doing that. So this is a great fan. It's from LivePure. LivePure always gives a great warranty, 3 years on this. And then also USA-based customer service, which means if you have a problem or a question, we're going to be there, and that phone call is going to be taken right here in America, answered by an American, and people really appreciate that. So you might have a ceiling fan, but you really have been looking for a table fan, something that's movable. Maybe you want it in your bedroom at night, but you want it out in your office space during the day. This only weighs about 6 pounds. It only has a 9-inch base, so about a dinner plate. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. You'll still have room for your water bottle and your book. And then it delivers an incredible breeze. It is our most powerful fan. That's why we call it the Air Fury, because it is a fury of air meeting your body, cooling you down. So if you haven't found that right fan and you don't want something that's a big, ugly dinosaur, I call them, you know, they stand tall and they collect dust and they feel like they could fall over. No, you can have a beautiful, powerful fan from a name you already trust. So I think this one is fabulous because of the power, having a remote and having all of the features. Now you have the rotation, but you also have a timer and you have the ability to shut off those lights. I think those things are really important. And a 7.5-foot cord gives you a lot of flexibility in how you're placing it and having that space. It takes away all the frustration. You're going to be cooler, you're going to feel better, and you could put it anywhere because it's going to reach most outlets as well. So remember, so in the vertical position, it's 83 degrees. To the left and the right, it's 75 degrees. So maybe your central air is just not enough in certain spaces. The vent's not in the right place, and you really need that assistance. That's what this fan is going to be so perfect for. And it's not ugly. There's no big box fan.
Yeah, and you know what's also nice? Free shipping. Free shipping. I wonder if you pay anything for shipping. No, it's free. Free shipping. I mean, that saves us like $5, $6, $7, $8 a pop, depending on the item. So remember, once you get this home, you always have 30 days to make your final decision. If you don't love it, you can return it. But I love her description as it like a little robot, because it does look really space age. It goes this way while it's going up and down. I've never seen a fan do that. It goes right to left and up and down if you want it to at the same time. It can just go up and down. It can just go right to left. You can aim it, you can set it, you can forget it, you can walk away. You can even set the timer. So you can fall asleep to that nice cool breeze, and maybe a couple hours later, you have it automatically turned off. That way you don't have it running all night. It is not only whisper quiet, it's super powerful. It's their most powerful fan. You've got about a minute to shop before we move on. We've got an amazing air conditioner slash heater slash dehumidifier slash fan coming up. That's gonna be for whole house and whole room air conditioning. This is for, I'm in this room and right now it is hot. And maybe it's your front porch, maybe it's your back deck, maybe it's that sitting area, maybe it's at the kitchen table, maybe it's where you're cooking, and maybe that's where you're turning on the oven, or maybe it's that sunroom that is also your workspace, that's also your workout room. Maybe you have a Peloton or a treadmill, or you've got a recumbent bike. you need a fan to get that workout in. This is a really great buy. Read the reviews. Everyone who has purchased this absolutely loves it. You can't go wrong. Thank you, Vonabelle. I know we had a few little technical difficulties, but if she can hear me, thank you, Vonabelle. Sage, red, graphite, or white. You get the remote control, several thousand gone. Don't miss out, because this one is going to be also gone in a heartbeat. But take advantage of the Flex Pay and free shipping. We'll get that out to you right away. Hey, we've got a little message, a monthly special from Andrew Lessman.